Welcome back to the Caribou Data Science Channel. It is Sunday, November 29th, 2020. And I'm getting ready to run my report for the country of Pakistan. Pakistan is currently averaging 1,197 cases per day, but only 24 deaths with a mortality rate of about 4%. Okay? We throw out this spike here. I'm not sure why that spike is actually there. They've actually done very well with the mortality rate. Okay? Fortunately, you see cases are definitely continuing to spike upward, as are deaths. You can zoom in. Nothing surprising here. Nothing surprising here. Cases are spiking. Interesting enough, deaths actually fell a little bit last week. Well, November is now in third place as far as most cases for the month. And here it's about 1,000, so it's currently in third place as far as deaths for the single month. So that takes care of Pakistan's numbers. Let's shoot this up to its website and move on to the next report. Welcome back to the Caribou Data Science Channel. Today is November 29, 2020. I'm getting ready to run my final report for today, which is the COVID-19 analysis for the U.S. Make a note of this here because this will affect our numbers. States who did not report on the 26th, on Thanksgiving, they did not report numbers. So what you're going to see is you're going to see that the numbers for the 26th are low, lower than what you expect, and the 27th is higher than it should be. Rather than trying to fix the problem, it's easy for me just to put a disclaimer in here. And again, it won't affect the overall numbers either. Let's just go ahead and run this here now. So we're currently averaging 42,186 cases per day, 963 deaths, a total rate of 3.02%. You can see that the daily numbers are continuing to be below the average mortality rate, which is kind of interesting. Cases, no surprise, is climbing dramatically. Deaths are declining, although not quite as steeply as cases are. Again, you can see the volatility here. You can see this volatility here. This huge drop here, this spike back up. This average here is probably a more accurate average for the day. So you see it's averaging about 17,500 cases per day. Zoom in on deaths. Deaths are climbing. Look at this volatility here. That's all because of that September stuff. All because of Thanksgiving Day. But the deaths are continuing to decline in the U.S. Okay. Weekly cases kind of covers up them numbers for the 26th. You see a huge spike in cases last week, 2 weeks in a row now. Deaths still haven't matched these numbers back here. Interest, despite a huge spike in cases, deaths still have not caught these numbers back over here, which is kind of interesting to me. Clearly, month number of cases are the highest so far, but November's deaths are only rated third. Okay, these are the cases. This is November. So November so far counts about 35% of the cases, total cases. But November deaths only account for like maybe 13% of the cases, while April is still over 20, close to 25%. So to me, this is good news. It's not as good as news here, but this is still good news because it's below these two numbers here. Okay, mortality rate looks good, and and total deaths looks pretty good, despite the increase of the last 4 or 5 weeks.